Hi everybody, this is Jessica. I'm here tonight to give you a crash course in how to use WeVideo for screencasting. So there may be times where you want to show students something on your screen, but not necessarily do it live, just have it for their reference later. WeVideo can do that. So here's how you do it. You're going to go to wevideo.com and make an account. Now, at our school, we already have paid for access for anyone in the School of Education that requests it. If you do not, you can request it by clicking on this link I see at the top. This video assumes that you already have paid for premium access, okay? So we're gonna go to wevideo.com, we've logged in, made our account, we'll click Dashboard, then click Projects. We need to set up our project first. So then in the bottom right corner, we'll click Create New Project, and we'll just call this Test. You'd actually call it the name of your video, right? And then click Personal, then Next. I don't bother putting in a description. Most of the time I'm trying to crank these out pretty fast and I don't have a lot of time to think through all that stuff. Now it's time to add media, but I'm doing a screencast, so I don't know what media I'm going to add. I didn't record it yet, so I'm gonna ignore all this and just click Next. And now Create Video. Then blank Edit. Now is not the time to play with those templates. They're great, but not now. And then we'll click Start. Okay, so now I'm looking at all the bells and whistles of WeVideo. Let's just get this started. So I'm going to click My Media, Record, and now Webcam plus Screen. Now, yes, you could just do the screen and then it would only capture what you're doing on your screen. But as much as you might not like it, there really is value in your students seeing your face, right? So just roll with it. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever you look like, whatever the background is, with the dogs barking in the back, who cares, right? Your task is to output a product for your students and to show a sense of connection with them, okay? So we're going to go Webcam and Screen and then click OK. And then it might ask you to give permission to WeVideo to access your webcam and your microphone. So we're going to click Allow and Allow. And then it will try to figure out which webcam and microphone it's supposed to use. So the webcam is right. That's all I have installed and connected. Now for me, I have a microphone plugged in. Most people don't do that. So yours would default to whatever your machine is. So I have a MacBook. It would normally default to MacBook. So most of the time, WeVideo does land on the right microphone. So I don't usually mess with this. I just make sure that whatever I'm using, if it's a microphone, is plugged in before I get to this window. So WeVideo has a chance to go pull the correct microphone. So I'm going to, that all looks good to me. I'm going to click Next. Now it's asking me which screen, and I can also take a different application window. Most people just take screen one. I have two screens connected to my machine, so that's why I'm seeing two screens. You probably wouldn't see that. And so on my screen, then I have queued up whatever I want to show my students. So I would now click, let's say I want to start off with a web search of some type or just start from, often when I'm demoing things with students, for students, I start right at Google. To show them how I get to literally the very first thing I want them to try. So I'm going to start off at Google. I'll click Screen 2, and now it's going to count down 3, 2, 1, and record. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm using WeVideo to record this video, so it'll be interesting to see what I get, since it's like I'm showing you how to use WeVideo to record, but I'm using WeVideo to record it. It's very weird. So I'm going to come over here and talk to students, show them, demo something brilliant. Maybe I'll get into Google Slides or Canvas or whatever it is I'm trying to do. So all that is being captured, and my picture is also, my webcam image is also going along with that. So when I'm done, there will be a button at the bottom. You can't see it right now, but it will say Stop Sharing. So I'm going to go ahead and click Stop Sharing. And it will give me a preview pane of, what a way to freeze. It will give me a preview pane of my project, and I can watch it again. But generally, by the time I get to this spot, I know if I like it or not. And I will click Save in this example, click Save. And then it is now, if you can see here, it is now uploading to WeVideo where this blue line is. And I don't know why oh yeah, they are 2 uploading in a row. See if you can see right here. Here's my screencast, and here is my webcam image. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't have to wait for them to finish uploading. I'm going to go ahead and drag them. So your webcam image has to go on top. It's kind of like layered. And so I want that on top, and I don't want my whole face to play because right now I'm covering up my entire screen image. So here's how you shrink yourself in the corner. You're going to double click on your screen, like on your webcam. So I'm double clicking on me right now. And I want to reduce my scale to, I like 0.30 roughly. There we go. And then I drag it somewhere else. So you can put it anywhere you want. I'm going to throw it in the corner where it's kind of predictable. And then I'll click Save Changes. So now, look, when I play this, perfect, right? So now if my image happens to be great, like I like where it is, I can click Finish, and I'll do that in a bit. However, what happens if you accidentally dropped your webcam image on content that you're now covering up? So let's say I get to here and I realize like, oh, I put my webcam directly where I have to type. And so then I'll double click on the webcam image and go drag myself somewhere else out of the way and then click Save Changes. So now we can see the transition. So if I press play, cool, all right? And so, of course, I can play, if I have time, I can play with adding text. For example, I can add words to this if I need to reiterate or correct something I said. Sometimes for me, I use the words when I wish I would have said something just a bit more, but I don't want to re-record it. I'll use the text to support that. So if you want to add text, you'll have to click Add a New Video Track. So I'm going to click Add a New Video Track, Add Track, and then drag my text. I try not to get too silly with this because usually when I'm doing these things, I'm short on time. So I'm going to double click this to be able to add some words here. So I'm going to write something brilliant, but change the text to black. And I really don't want it in the middle. That's horrible, but I can drag it down. There we go. And then click Save Changes. All right, so I kind of like that. Now, there are about 20 more features that I'd love to show you in WeVideo, but you're probably up against a bit of a time crunch. That's like bare bones what you would need to be able to do just to make this video. Let's produce it. So I'm going to click Finish in the top right corner and save a title. I'll just test and then click Set. And then I'm going to do HD, but if you have really bad internet, then you could take standard definition. Most people, you want to render the best quality video possible. So even on my not so great internet, I still try to do HD. Just know that if you have really poor internet as the creator of this video, that you could take standard definition. Now, some people like to send it directly to YouTube. I do not do that because I want that hard copy just downloaded. So I've got it. So then I can pick the thumbnail. They're never good, are they? So I'm going to leave it on the least embarrassing one and then click Export. And now I wait. Okay. So when, as that video is exporting, what's going to happen is eventually I'm going to see the ability to download it. There will be a download arrow. I'm going to click that and then I can decide what to do with that. Some people will upload it to Canvas, like Kaltura. I usually push mine out to YouTube and mark it unlisted so it just can't be like searched. Like you would have to have the link to find it. Because YouTube is such a familiar platform for our students, it just works, right? So if they only have their phone as a device, we're okay. Because YouTube, they're pretty much used to watching videos that way. So Unfortunately, it's not going to download in enough time by the time I should end this video, but you're looking for a download button. All right, so that is a super crash course on how to use WeVideo to capture screencasts. If you have any questions, please let me know. Good luck, you guys. Bye.